This week on Biden Watch, the U.S. is spending billions to stock up on oil again. The Biden administration is asking for more funds to buy oil and refill the US Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which hit a 40-year low after the release of 180 million barrels to combat high gas prices following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I'm gonna stop right here really quick because this is important that this administration does the right thing. You depleted the reserve. It's not fair to the next president coming behind you, the next administration, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, whoever gets in office, is not fair that they come and get a depleted reserve. Absolutely, I approve of this, that this administration is looking for money and is looking to refill our reserves. It's important that, hey man, you leave things better than you found them, or you leave them exactly as you found them. You don't leave them worse off. It's good for our country, and it's the right thing to do for the person coming, the president, the next president behind. So far, 43.25 million barrels have been purchased, but with only 1.2 billion left, enough for about 15 million barrels, the administration is seeking additional funds from Congress. Deputy Energy Secretary David Turk emphasized the need for more money and cooperation from Congress to continue replenishing the reserve and halt future mandate sales. Despite the administration's efforts, getting additional funds from Congress seems unlikely due to current market conditions and political hurdles. The Energy Department is also trying to cancel future mandated sales of reserves, a tactic previously used to prevent sales of 140 million barrels. The current focus is on taking advantage of lower oil prices, which have dropped 10% since April. The reserve now holds 375 million barrels, down from 600 million at the start of 2022, but Turk remains optimistic about continuing purchases into next year. So this is a great move. Again, I think this is a great idea. This is a great move. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned with is when you have appointed officials, not elected officials. I'm going to remind you, there's a lot of bureaucrats in government that are appointed by administrations, and they want to make rules. You are not there to make rules. Congress and Senate is there to make rules. So Mr. Turk, my advice is stay in line. We didn't elect you. Make sure that whatever your suggestions are, they are suggestions and they're not enforced upon the American people. We did not elect you. We elected Congress and senators. Those are the people we elected to make rules for us, not these bureaucrats. And a lot of times this is how corruption happens, is that administrations appoint certain people in certain positions, and then they make rules in those sectors, in those areas, and they make rules to benefit certain industries that might be paying and might be giving them gifts. And this is how corruption happens. It's important that these rules are made by Senate and Congress, and not these bureaucrats that are appointed by administrations.